Welcome, my dear students, to Zenith Academy Online. My name is Fatima Vora, and today we are going to study Class 12 CBSE poem and Jennifer's Tigers by Adrienne Rich. Let's move to the introduction to the poet. Adrienne Rich was born in Baltimore, Maryland, that is in USA. She is widely known for her involvement in contemporary women's movement as a poet and a theorist. She has published 19 volumes of poetry, 3 collections of essay and other writings. A strong resistance to racism and militarism echoes through her work. She It means that she was very much vocal about women's right and situation at that moment. The poem Aunt Jennifer's Tigers addresses the constraints of married life of a woman's experience. It means that this poem shows what constraints or what restrictions, what struggles one woman faces in her married life. Let's move to the poem. Stanza 1. Aunt Jennifer's tigers prance across a screen, bright topaz denizens of a world of green. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. They pace in sleek, chivalric certainty. Now, here the poetess is describing Aunt Jennifer's work. Now, this work is the needlework or embroidery work that Aunt Jennifer is doing, in which she is showcasing tigers. Tigers are very much known for their bravery, chivalry. Now, here Jennifer's tigers, Aunt Jennifer's the tigers which she is embroidering or she is trying to display in her work, those tigers are free and they prance. Prance is like a movement, forward movement of the tiger. So they prance across a screen. Here the screen means the canvas or the sheet of cloth on which she is doing the needlework. Bright topaz denizens of a world of green. Topaz is a bright yellow color. Topaz is a stone, a gemstone, which is bright yellow in color. So here, the topaz is a word used to describe the color or the look of the tiger. How tiger looks, we all have seen. They are bright yellowish in color. And denizens are something that are moving, movement, any moving object. Now these tigers are said to be bright denizens of a world of green. World of green is forest or jungle where these tigers live. Okay, so first two lines, what does it mean? कि ये जो टाइगर्स है, जो फ्री है अपने उनको एक एडजेक्टिव दिया गया है डिनाइजेंस, और कहाँ रहते हैं? वर्ल्ड ऑफ ग्रीन, दैट इज द फॉरेस्ट, इन दे आर ब्राइट टोपाज इन कलर, येलोइश इन कलर. So these aren't Jennifer's tigers. The tigers which she is embroidering with her needlework, they are bright topaz in color and they are prancing. They are showing a forward movement in the canvas or the screen in which on which the aunt is doing her work. They do not fear the men beneath the tree. Now these tigers, they are not afraid of anybody. The men beneath the tree means जो hunters आते हैं उन्हें hunt करने के लिए, these tigers are not afraid of them. Okay, and they just try to save themselves by climbing on the tree, and they are not afraid of any men or any hunter which who come to hunt them. They pace in sleek chivalric certainty. Means chivalric is bold, brave, or pace means speed, so they move ahead in a bold and brave manner. Here, I have also put meaning of these two words. Denizens, a person or animal or plant that lives, grows, or is often found in a particular place. Means these tigers are animals, those are found in the green world. Green world is the forest. And sleek is elegant. So these tigers, they move in an elegant and bold. Chivalric means bold and brave manner. So this is the description. And the first para, the poet is giving the description of the work of Aunt Jennifer, which displays or showcases the tiger, how strong they are, how brave they are, and how free they are in their old world. And also describes the color of tiger using the word topaz. Now, the stanza 2. Aunt Jennifer's fingers fluttering through her wool find even the ivory needle hard to pull. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now, the first paragraph or first stanza was describing the tigers. Now, the second stanza is describing Aunt Jennifer herself. Now, how Aunt Jennifer is? Obviously, she is old and her fingers are fluttering. Fluttering means moving, showing a shaking movement through which she is using to do the embroidery. But her fingers are shaking or fluttering. Why? Because of nervousness. Find even the ivory needle hard to pull. Now, if you have ever picked up a needle, कभी आपने अगर एक needle सुई उठाई है, so we know that how light a needle is. It's not that heavy that we cannot carry it. But Aunt Jennifer, she is so nervous that she cannot even pull a needle without shaking or trembling movement of her fingers. The massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Now, wedding band is the wedding ring. So, this wedding band is very heavy. Not very heavy in terms of grams. उसका वजन heavy नहीं है. But जो responsibilities उस ring के साथ आई है, means the responsibilities, the compromises, the sacrifices which come along with the bond of marriage, that is displayed over here. Means once you have this ring in your finger, once you are married, you have a lot of responsibilities in which you are pressurized all the time. You have a lot of compromises to do in the life. So that is described in this line, the massive weight of Uncle's wedding band. Your wedding band is a item or an object which shows the responsibility of a whole married life. Okay, sits heavily upon Aunt Jennifer's hand. Now, this weight of the ring is where on the fingers, on the hand of Aunt Jennifer, but actual weight of the responsibilities, the burden of responsibilities is not only on the hand, it is on Aunt Jennifer as a whole. So, the figure of speech over here is synodoc, where hand is used to describe the whole person, Aunt Jennifer, the whole body of Aunt Jennifer. A part of body is used. Okay, so in stanza 1 we uh, saw how the poetess is describing the tigers who are free and who are bold, brave, and elegant. And in stanza 2, which is completely opposite of it, the poetess is describing Aunt Jennifer as a person who is very nervous, who is very much suppressed, and who is burdened by the responsibilities of marriage in her life. Let's move to stanza 3. In stanza 3, the poetess is showing a comparison between Aunt Jennifer and the tigers. Now, what is she saying? When Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will lie, still ringed with ordeals she was mastered by. The tigers in the panel that she made will go on prancing proud and unafraid. Now these lines, they show the comparison or the contrast between the lives of the tigers and Aunt Jennifer. Now the poetess is saying that when Aunt is dead, even after death of Aunt Jennifer, her terrified hands, now only hands are not terrified. Who is terrified? Aunt Jennifer. The whole person is terrified in the poem, in the description. So again, the figure of speech synodoky is used over here, in which the explanation we can give is hands are used as a part of whole body instead of describing Aunt Jennifer. Okay, so part of the whole is used, and that is why the figure of speech is synodoky. So when Aunt is dead, her terrified hands will still lie, ringed. Why? Because ring will go on with her. She will always have the weight of this wedding ring on her fingers. And the ordeals is responsibilities, burdens. She was mastered by means उसका कोई master था उनका. She was being ordered upon by a master. Who was the master? Her husband. So that responsibility, the burden will always go on with her even after her death. She is not free. As she is not in her own house. Why she is not in her own house means a girl, when she gets married, she moves from her parents' place to her husband's place, which is never said to be her own house. It's always said that it's her husband's house. So that responsibilities, the other responsibilities which come along with the marriage, will always be along with her even after her death. On the other hand, the tigers in the panel means the embroidery work in the space of embroidery, that is called as a panel, which Aunt Jennifer made, will always be prancing, will go on prancing. They will be proud and they will be unafraid, as we described them in the first stanza. Their prancing is forward movement, roaming around freely. They are proud, they are unafraid. So this panel actually also symbolizes the world in which Aunt Jennifer wanted to live. She always wanted to be free, to roam about. She always wanted to have her own space, like the tigers have. Jungle is their own space, their own world. So Aunt Jennifer also wanted the same way of life. So, my dear students, in the first stanza, we saw saw the description of the tigers, how they are. They are prancing, they are chivalric, they are sleek. Sleek is elegant, and they are denizens of their own green world of the forest. In the second stanza, we saw Aunt Jennifer's life, which is full of sufferings. She is very nervous. She has the weight of the wedding ring on her fingers. That is the weight of the marriage, the responsibilities that come with the marriage. And she is mastered by her husband. In the third paragraph, we are seeing the comparison between the tigers and Aunt Jennifer's life, and the contrast between both the lives. I hope this poem is clear to you. For any doubts, please drop into our comment section. Also, for further detailed study of this poem, please refer to Oswald Gurukul CBSE Question Bank, which has a previous year's questions, detailed study of chapter-wise question answers, MCQs, and this is a perfect self-study guide. Stay tuned to Zenith Academy online for more such videos, and also drop in your queries and questions in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe our channel. Thank you.